Hello, people of the interweb. I'm doing a read through of Hiroshima. I've never read this, so I'm probably going to butcher some of the words. Plus, I'm not the best reader. Reading is my worst subject, but I thought I'd make it fun. And honestly, I looked as well, which probably how you see this video or stream, because I'm live streaming it onto YouTube. So I don't have to deal with like hours and hours of editing and uploading. So, yeah, just thought I'd make it fun and easy. The Hiroshima read through generally takes 2 hours from what I've seen. I'm probably gonna take 3. And, um, if you see this, you're probably also looking for um, someone to read it for you so you can listen while skimming along. Well, this is a perfect video for that because I tried to do that and there was no first chapter and I couldn't figure out where the others were going. And this is for my school, so it's a different kind of Hiroshima, I think. I think there's different, like it's worded a tad bit differently. It's for my FLVS school, so yeah. Okay. Oof, so many. Okay. First published in The New Yorker, August 1946. Published in Penguin Books, November 1946. Made and printed in Great Britain for Penguin Books Ltd. By C. Nichols and Co. Ltd. London, Manchester. Reading. Publisher's note. Ugh, I really don't want to read the publisher's note. Yeah, you can at least read this on your own time. I've also tried to use a speech text generator to read it for me, but I keep getting the titles and the numbers and they just confuse me. And that's a very long note. Hiroshima. The following appeared in New Yorker of 31 August 31st, 1946, as an introduction to John Hershey's article. The New Yorker this week devotes its entire editorial space to an article that on the almost complete obliteration of a city by one atomic bomb and what happened to people of that city. It does so in the conviction that few of us have yet comprehend the all but incredible destructive power of this weapon, and that everyone might well take time to consider the terrible implications of its use. Okay. A Noiseless Flash, Chapter 1. There are 5 chapters, but they are very long chapters. Seriously, how many pages are there? Okay. I'm gonna go to the very bottom. Remember, 15 is. I'm just gonna scroll all the way to the bottom. Okay, and ooh, there's actually a lot of stuff at the end. And there's 119 pages. It's actually not as bad as I thought it would be. But it's just very boring. And then the words are very long. So, shall we get... Oh, and sorry if you hear my siblings in the background, and sorry if I go AFK randomly. Yeah. Because I have siblings I have to tend for, and today is their day off. So that's great. And I doubt anyone will even hear this. Yikes. I have to go back to my fandom account. Sorry, it's just I don't ever really live stream, so okay. Back to the live stream. Okay, because I'm looking at my live dashboard, which is what you need to use to live stream. And yeah, I might go AFK because I'm also role playing at the same time. Great. And I can't find my phone, so that's also great. Yeah, I'm in high school, so I'm going to get off task a lot. I have attention deficit disorder. Okay, now going to start. This is kind of a reaction video, too. You know? Because I've never seen this, and I'm probably going to be like, ugh, this is boring. I should have a face cam. I do have a face cam. It's pretty high quality, but I just woke up and I didn't even change my clothes, so great. At exactly 15 minutes past 8 in the morning, on August 6, 1945, Japanese time, at the moment when the atomic bomb flashed above Hiroshima, Miss Toshiko Sasaki, a clerk in the personnel department at the East Asia Tin Works, had just sat down at her workplace in the plant office and was turning her head to speak with some girl at the desk. At the same moment, Dr. Masakazu Fuji was settling down cross-legged to read the Osaka Asai on the porch of his private hospital. Private hospital? What? Overhanging one of the seven deltaic rivers which divide Hiroshima, Mrs. Hatsuyo Nakamura, a tailor's widow, stood by the window of her kitchen watching a neighbor tearing down his house because it lay in the path of an air raid defense fire lane. Father Wilhelm Leinsorge, a German priest of the Society of Jesus, reclined in his underwear on a cot on top of the floor of his order's 3-story mission house, reading a Jesuit magazine, Stimmen der Zeit. Dr. Terafumi Sasaki, a young member of the surgical staff of the city's large modern Red Cross hospital, walked along one of the hospital corridors with a blood specimen for a Wassermann test in his hands, and the Reverend Mr. Kiyoshi Tanamato, pastor of the Hiroshima Methodist Church, paused at the door of a rich man's house in Koi. Why are they telling us this? Like, this is nothing, I don't think, to do with Hiroshima. I mean, the city's western suburb and in Koi, the western suburb, and prepared to unload a handcart full of things he had evacuated from town in fear of the massive B-29 raid which everyone expected Hiroshima to suffer. 100,000 people were killed by the atomic bomb, and these 6 were among the survivors. They still wonder why they lived when so many others died. Each one of them counts many small items of chance or volition, a step taken in time, a decision to go indoors catching one streetcar instead of the next, that spared him. And now each knows that in the act of survival he lived a dozen lives and saw more death than he thought he would see. At the time, none of them knew anything. The Reverend Mr. Tanamato got up at 5 o'clock that morning. He was alone in the parsonage because for some time his wife had been communing with their year-old baby to spend the night with a friend in Yoshida, a suburb to the north. Of all the important cities of Japan, only two, Kyoto and Hiroshima, had not been visited in strength by B-san, or Mr. B, as the Japanese, with a mixture of respect and unhappy familiarity, called the B-29. Oh gosh. And Mr. Tanamato, like all his neighbors and friends, was almost sick with anxiety. He had heard uncomfortably detailed accounts of mass raids on Kyoto, Iwakanui, Tokuyama, and other nearby towns. He was sure Hiroshima's turn would come soon. Hey, slap belly! Sorry, I want to be a voice actor, so I'm like, I can do a bunch of voices. I can do country accent.
I can sound like a kid. I can sound like Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. I can sound like Fluttershy from My Little Pony.
I can kind of sound like Rainbow-Dash.
And then there's Applejack. Oh, and then there's Rarity. I'm too tired to do these, though. Back to the book, sorry. He was sure Hiroshima's turn would come soon. He slept badly the night before because there had been several air raid warnings. Hiroshima had been getting such warnings almost every night for weeks. For at the time, the B-29s were using Lake Biwa, northeast of Hiroshima, as a rendezvous point. Rendezvous point, right? Okay. And no matter what city the Americans planned to hit, the super fortress streamed in over the coast near Hiroshima. The frequency of the warnings and the continued abstinence of Mr. B with respect to Hiroshima had made its citizens jittery. A rumor was going around that the Americans were saving something special for the city. Oof. I feel bad for my race. Well, no, I'm not saying that sounded weird, but I mean, like, I'm mad at my own people, basically, for doing this. Or was it them who did that? Because no matter what city the Americans planned to hit. So, did we host the B-29s, or did they have the B-29s? I don't know. I just heard my text off. Sorry, I'm moving my computer real quick because I heard my phone go off. I just don't know where my phone is. I'm gonna ask my sister to FaceTime my phone. Be right back. I'm sorry. This is like the worst video to pick. I dropped my headset. Oh, that's a black light. No, it's called a black light.
Is that your number?
Actually, Kendall. ending this.